Welcome back to Narrations, the channel where we bring movies to life through immersive storytelling. Tonight's film is a chilling mystery thriller filled with dark secrets, obsession, and a heroine like no other. It's David Fincher's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo from 2011. The story begins in Sweden, in the cold, grey corridors of wealth and power. We meet Mikael Blomkvist, a respected investigative journalist, though at this moment, his reputation is in shambles. After losing a libel case against a powerful businessman, he faces financial ruin and public disgrace. But while he's down, Mikael is far from out. That's when he receives a curious offer. Henrik Vanger, the aging patriarch of the wealthy Vanger family, summons Mikael to his remote island estate. Henrik has lived for decades with a tormenting mystery, the disappearance of his beloved niece, Harriet, who vanished without a trace in 1966. Despite exhaustive searches, no body was ever found. Henrik is convinced she was murdered, and that one of his own family members is guilty. He offers Mikael money, protection, and resources if he'll spend a year investigating the case. With little left to lose, Mikael agrees. But Henrik doesn't just want an investigator. He wants someone who can dig deeper, who can see patterns others overlook. Enter Lisbeth Salander. Pale, pierced, tattooed, and fiercely intelligent, Lisbeth is unlike anyone Mikael has ever met. She's a hacker with a photographic memory, an outsider judged by society, and yet she's the sharpest weapon in Henrik's arsenal. After a traumatic past and a brutal present under the guardianship of an abusive legal guardian, Lisbeth trusts no one. Still, when she and Mikael begin to collaborate, an uneasy alliance forms. The heart of the film is their partnership. Mikael, calm and methodical, relies on facts and interviews. Lisbeth, unpredictable and fearless, breaks rules, hacks systems, and digs where others won't dare. Together, they begin unraveling a puzzle buried under decades of silence. Their investigation peels back the layers of the Vanger family, a clan steeped in secrets, corruption, and whispered histories tied to fascism and violence. Clues emerge: old photographs from the day Harriet disappeared, diaries with cryptic entries, and a series of biblical references that point to a terrifying pattern of murders. As they follow the trail, Lisbeth and Mikael realize that Harriet's disappearance may be linked to a string of brutal killings of women, stretching back years. Every discovery draws them deeper into danger. The Vanger estate, cloaked in snow and shadow, feels like a trap. The family members, icy, hostile, and evasive, all seem to be hiding something. Henrik's brother Martin, the current head of the company, plays the role of charming businessman, but the calm exterior masks something darker. The truth, when it emerges, is horrifying. Martin is revealed as a sadistic predator, a man who carried on his father's twisted legacy of murdering women. He imprisons Mikael in his basement, confessing his crimes with a chilling lack of remorse. Just when it seems Mikael will meet the same fate as Martin's other victims, Lisbeth storms in. Armed with a golf club and her unwavering resolve, she rescues Mikael, turning the tables in a heart-pounding sequence that shows just how unstoppable she truly is. Martin flees, but fate catches him in the most brutal way, a fiery car crash that ends his reign of terror. For Lisbeth, justice is served not just through survival, but through the destruction of a man who embodied everything she despised. Yet the mystery isn't finished. Digging further, Lisbeth uncovers the shocking truth: Harriet is alive. She had fled decades earlier, escaping the abuse and horrors of her family, and built a quiet life in hiding. In one of the film's most emotional scenes, Henrik is finally reunited with the niece he thought was long dead. For once, amid the bleak violence of the story, we see a glimmer of healing. But the victory is bittersweet. Mikael returns to his journalistic world, determined to take down the corrupt businessman who once ruined him. Lisbeth, meanwhile, shows her vulnerability. Against her better judgment, she opens her heart to Mikael, buying him a gift, hoping for a connection. But when she sees him in the arms of another woman, she walks away. The camera lingers on her face as she rides off into the night, the pain of betrayal mixing with her fierce independence. This ending is pure Fincher, haunting, unresolved, and unforgettable. The mystery of Harriet may be solved, the killer stopped, but the deeper story is about Lisbeth Salander herself, a woman scarred by trauma, armored against the world, yet still yearning for trust. That was The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, a thriller that blends icy Scandinavian noir with razor-sharp tension. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it to fans of dark mysteries, character-driven thrillers, and stories that explore the thin line between justice and obsession. If you enjoyed this narration, watch the movie, share it with someone who loves it, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Narrations for more retellings that bring films vividly back to life.